That's a tune that has a lot of chords, as do quite a few of Jerry's tunes, but that's one that just really will not only train your brain and get you to thinking while you're playing, especially if you're going to try to improvise over that set of chords. That is here's the deal. Slope-Shoulder Dreads today. From 3 different manufacturers, from 3 different parts of the world, the country, not just the country, the world, in the world. I'm holding the Collings, and that's where I'm going to begin, and there's a reason for that. This is their CJ35. This is a Varnish instrument. Varnish is a different type of, if you want to call it lacquer, it's not necessarily in the same category as the nitrocellulose lacquer or the dreaded polyurethane. That was going to be an attempt at a really terrible sounding like an old wives' tale about polyurethane. She was wicked, evil she was. That was where I was going to go, just to give you a sense of what I try to think about while I'm doing these. So the Varnish Slope with this is a Sitka top, and then with Mahogany back and sides. I forgot there's another camera that I can show. I don't have to just describe things. But you can see the Varnish takes it to that yellowed, almost what we now think of as they'll use aging toners and they'll use torrefaction, but this is just the Varnish giving us that look. I got to be a little more careful with Varnish though, because it's highly susceptible to nicks and dings and scratches. Listen. Until that deal comes around. Now, as we've talked about in a number of videos before, there's certain sounds of guitars that are kind of printed on parts of our brains. We've heard them many, many times in many, many recordings. The Slope-Shoulder Dreadnought is definitely one of those. So what happens if we move to one of our newer brands? Same design aesthetic, same foundation. This is an Eastman, which you may have seen our video that we titled Eastmania. And the first time we used that word, people here went, "What does that mean?" And I was like, it's Eastmania, dude. It's taking over. It's like there's a cage match. It's at the Silver Dome. Mr. T is going to fight Andre the Giant, fighting Hulk. It's Mania. Anyway, so this is the E10, Eastman 10, and 10 typically refers to them for Mahogany. This is a Cook Daddy top, but it also is Varnish finish, like the previous Collings. This obviously is based on a J45 from Gibson. If you were confused about that, let me put that confusion to rest. Let me be confused. You don't understand facts, English, guitar. Ready? It's okay if you miss one. Sitting in front of microphones that are picking up everything I'm doing, I want to be really conscious of the fact that I do have to, the guitar will do a lot for me. If I hit it harder, the guitar will respond. Adirondack's good with that. All of these instruments are going to respond with more volume if I hit them harder. I want to be mindful that the microphone is going to pick up every little peak and valley and dip in there. It helps me with my playing. It helps me with my I'm modifying my playing, and I'm also regulating how much I'm doing. It's like, I should be becoming a better player the more I play. should be. This is a pretty darn perfect recording instrument. It looks really cool too. I dig the relicking they did to it, but it for the most part, I don't care what it says here. I don't care about any of that. I just want to close my eyes and listen. And I should learn more accords, but do I get paid off with that slope shoulder? It's pretty nice. My playing sucks today, but that's okay. All right, so I'm moving from Eastman, head east, man. I'm heading east to Maine. This is from Dana Bourgeois. This is a slope. We were a Bourgeois dealer for a long, long time, so it's fun to go from the present to the future into our past. It's like a photo album. I look the same in all my photo albums because I've always been this way I look. I'm not going to say anything. You listen, and then I'll tell you what you're listening to. This one to me sounds, phone's ringing, dude. This one sounds to me like it's been played the least, even though this is a pre-owned instrument. It's not very old. I believe it's like before its first birthday, somewhere in there. It's still in toddler years. The Eastman's brand new, it just arrived, and this Collings is a pre-owned instrument, so it has been played more, but it is a Sitka top. But the point is that they're all slopes, and I do hear the difference between their development, where they're at in their development versus what they're going to be capable of. Pardon me. This is like every one of them is a version of that slope sound that I think we're aiming for. Which one sounds most like it to you? That's the whole point. They're all exceptional instruments. Obviously, the Bourgeois is made here in the States. The Collings obviously also made in Texas. The Eastman, the Eastmen, I like saying that. They're made overseas, but they get inspected in California when they get here. So we won't see them unless they've passed inspection. Different price points. That doesn't make one better than another. It makes one different from the other, and I'd be very interested to hear your impressions once you listen on the mics and you get a chance to say, you know what, those videos aren't as annoying as I thought they were. I appreciate that. I wish he would stop talking like that, but guitars sound pretty good. You can always go to our website. All of these are always featured on the website. Typically they have audio clips on them as well. You'll see YouTube videos. You may be watching us on YouTube right now. You may be watching us on Instagram. We do have a Facebook page, but we love it when you visit our web page. Our web page is where we try to give you the best version of what we can help you with. We'll compare things over the telephone. We'll Zoom you. I don't know who's zooming who is the question that Aretha would say. She would say that. I know she would because I have that record. The slope thing is pretty interesting because, as you can hear, these three sound very, very different. Let's get one more last strum on everything, and then we'll let you go. Just let it hang out. My goal was to try to keep that ringing while I was still moving it. It's really pretty. That was a neat trick. This has been another edition of me sitting. I haven't stood in any of these yet. Me sitting with guitars that are far above my level. I'm trying to do my best to give you an idea of how they might fit into your world. This is our world coming to your world. Worlds colliding. Again.